Christy Thomaskutty joins us today to talk to Emory women's basketball. Coach, your team is back home this Friday and Sunday rather. Over a month since you've been at the Woodpeck, but you got a couple of tough UAA games on the docket.
Without a doubt, we're so happy to finally be playing in front of our own fans, in our own arena, and so we're very excited. The bad news is two really good opponents coming to town in both WashU and Chicago.
On Friday, WashU comes to town, 11-1 overall, lost their conference opener, but Nancy Faye's got another imposing squad.
Without a doubt, they just beat up on Milliken on Monday night. I think the way I look at it, I'm taking the Chicago game from a Wash perspective as an anomaly because you could just tell Chicago did some great things in that game and kind of took Wash out of some things. But Wash is always very formidable. They've got a great inside-outside game. They've got great shooters. They've got great low-post games. The versatility of their post players really concerns me. I think they do a great job of both shooting the three as well as taking us down low. And then, as always, they're just bigger. I think their guards are bigger, and so we've got to make sure that we're prepared to defend all the mini sets that they run.
And it looks like they're a very well-balanced team. They score about 80 points a game, but doesn't seem to be a lot of stars on that team. Just a lot of people who just know their roles and who contribute.
I think those are always the most dangerous teams because you can't just focus on one player. Again, it's almost every night there's a different player leading them in scoring, leading them in rebounding, and so I think that's the true mark of a great team, that they're so well-balanced and that everybody's showing up to play every night.
And as for Emory, played at Rochester last Saturday, 9-point setback. Kind of a deceptive score. You're down 4 with about 3 minutes to go. Chance to cut it to 2. Your takeaways from that game.
Yeah, I thought we started really strong. I don't think Rochester threw their best punch in that first quarter. And then we just stopped doing some of the things that we needed to do. I felt like, especially the second and third quarter, dug a hole. All the credit goes to Rochester. I thought they really dialed in and just started getting Leslie the ball down low, and we had some trouble defending her. But yeah, we got back in the game, cut it to 4, had an open shot, and just didn't knock it down. And then, I had some miscues on defense in that fourth quarter, but, all the credit to Rochester, and we've got to learn, that every possession matters, both offensively, defensively, and in rebounding, and we've got to be prepared to play a 40-minute ball game.
Ashley Ochu, huge game against Rochester, 23 points, 9 rebounds.
Ashley continues to do what she's doing. I've been saying this a lot in the last couple of weeks. Ashley's unique in that she's a finesse. She also can be a physical low-post presence. I think for the first time people started seeing Ashley's perimeter game in the Rochester game. And that's something we've been seeing for 2 years in practice, and we've been really challenging her. Hey, you can score in a multitude of ways. And so, really proud of her to just be a sophomore and show up and play and bang and play as hard as she did on both ends of the court. Was really pleased to see that.
Talk about, as a coach, kind of the fine line between winning and losing. I mean, there's just so many plays throughout the course of a game that the plays in the first quarter are just as important as the ones in the fourth quarter.
I think that's a lesson we're still trying to get across to our young players. Every possession matters, and that it is hard to win. It is extremely hard to win in the UAA. And then you throw a UAA road game, and you've got to be dialed in and ready to play every possession, because you're absolutely right. It does. I don't think we lost it in the fourth quarter. I thought we really put together a poor second and third quarter, and that's where we lost. And credit to our players. They fought to get back in that ball game. I was really pleased with that. But what you got to understand is you never should get to that position. And that's where we keep talking about it every day, every possession. Every pass, every cut, it matters in terms of your overall success.
All right, Coach. Thanks very much for your time. I'll let you get back to work, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Sean.